M. Subama Biology CRT, KGBV Bukrai Samudram. Hi, good morning children. How are you? I hope you all are fine. Welcome to online classes conducted by Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan in Anantapuram. Today we learn about 9th class chapter plant tissues. We have already learned about different cell organisms, cell functions in the previous chapter, cell structure and functions. In unicellular organisms, a single cell performs all the functions, but in multicellular organisms, there are numerous cells performing various functions. Plants that we observe around us are usually multicellular. They perform several life processes such as growth. Performed animals, in addition, they can perform photosynthesis and prepare food not only for themselves but also for all the plants and animals. Recall the information about different types of birds and plants, their functions. I conducted one small activity. Function, name of the parts. First one, observation of the soil, rules. Second one, exchange of gases, leaves. Photosynthesis, leaves. Transpiration, stomata. Reproduction, flowers. We study about those tissues that bring out growth and repair and the parts of the plants of body. So plant tissue, two types. First one, meristematic tissue. Second one, permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue, there are divided into three types. First one, apical meristematic tissue. Second one, lateral meristematic tissue. Third one, intercalary meristematic tissue. Permanent tissue. Permanent tissue, there are divided into two types. First one, simple tissues. Second one, complex tissues. Simple tissues are divided into three types. First one, parenchyma. Second one, collenchyma. Third one, sclerenchyma. Parenchyma divided into three types: chlorenchyma, parenchyma, storage tissue. Complex tissues are divided into two types: xylem and phloem. Plants. Types of plant tissues. There are four basic functions of plants. First one, meristematic tissue. Second one, dermal tissue. Third one, ground tissue. Fourth one, vascular tissue. Students, observe the stomata diagram and its parts. The walls of the cells of thermal tissue are comparatively thicker than the cells of meristematic tissues. In desert plants, it may be even more thick and waxy. Small spores are seen in the epidermis of the leaf, called stomata. They are enclosed by two kidney-shaped cells called rod cells. Cells of the roots have long hair-like parts called root hairs. Two kidney shape of parts God cells. Stomata affects a inner. This is stomata of inner wall. Adjacent cells. The structure of inner wall of the chloroplast.
Introduction. In unicellular organisms, a single cell performs all the functions. But in multicellular organisms, there are numerous cells performing various functions. Plants around us are usually multicellular. They can perform photosynthesis and prepare food not only for themselves but also for all the other living organisms dependent on them, either directly or indirectly. Tissues. Cells in groups which are nearly similar in structure perform similar functions. Such groups of cells are called tissues. There are 4 basic types of tissues in the plants. They are tissues that bring about overall growth and repair are called meristematic tissues. Tissues that form outer coverings are called as dermal tissues. Tissues that form the bulk of the plant body, helping in packing other tissues, are called as ground tissues. Tissues that help in transport of materials are called as vascular tissues. Meristematic tissues. Meristematic tissues are present on the tip, sides and in between layers of other tissues. Meristematic tissues at the growing tip that brings about growth in length are called as apical meristematic tissues. Tissues present around the edges in a lateral manner and giving rise to growth in birth of the stem are called lateral meristematic tissues. Areas from which branching takes place or a leaf or a flowered stalk grows, we find a kind of meristematic tissue called as intercalary meristematic tissue. Cells in the meristematic tissues are small and having thin cell wall, living with prominent nucleus and abundant cytoplasm, compactly arranged without intercellular spaces, continuously dividing cells. Dermal tissue. Dermal tissue usually consists of a single layer of tissues showing variations in the types of cells. On the basis of their functions and location, these are 3 different types: epidermis, mesodermis and endodermis. Small pores are seen in the epidermis of the leaf called stomata. They are enclosed by 2 kidney-shaped cells called guard cells. Cells of the roots have long hair-like parts called root hairs. The dermal layer protects the plants from loss of water, mechanical damage and invasion by parasitic and disease-causing organisms. In big trees, the dermal tissue forms several layers above the epidermis. It is called bark. Stomata and root hair are also dermal tissues that are essential for gaseous exchange and transpiration as well as absorption of water and minerals respectively. Ground tissue. The ground tissue is useful for storing food and providing physical support to the plant body. There are mainly 3 types of ground tissues. They are parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. The parenchyma, which contains chloroplast, is called chlorenchyma. The parenchyma, which contains large air cavities or spaces, is called aerenchyma. The parenchyma, which stores water or food or waste products, is called storage tissue. vascular tissue. The tissues involved in transportation or vascular tissues. They are composed of different types of cells and their specific arrangements. The vascular tissue gives mechanical support to the plant as well. Experiment. Keep a small plant in red colored water and leave it for 2 hours. Now cut a TS of the stem and observe it under the microscope. The part that appears red is xylem tissues, while the cells adjacent to these are of phloem tissues. Xylem is responsible for transportation of materials away from the root. Phloem helps in the transportation of the material away from the photosynthetic parts of the plants. Hence, they are known as conducting or vascular tissues. Xylem and phloem together form the vascular bundles. Xylem contains elongated rachid cells, tubular vessels, fibers, and parenchyma. Phloem contains long CV cells and CV tubes, companion cells, fibers, and parenchyma.
Have you noticed that the different types of tissues we have discussed till now have one thing in common? They are all made up of one type of cells which look like each other. Such tissues are called simple permanent tissues. Yet another type of permanent tissue is a complex tissue. Complex tissues are made up of more than one type of cells. All these cells coordinate to perform a common function. Xylem and phloem are examples of such complex tissues. They are both conducting tissues and constitute a vascular bundle. Xylem consists of tracheids, vessels, xylem and xylem fibers. The cells have thick walls and many of them are dead cells. Tracheids and vessels are tubular structures. This allows them to transport water and minerals vertically. The parenchyma stores food and helps in the sideways conduction of water. Fibers are mainly supportive in function. Phloem is made up of 4 types of elements: sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers, and the phloem parenchyma. Sieve tubes are tubular cells with perforated walls. Phloem is unlike xylem in that materials can move in both directions in it. Phloem transports food from leaves to other parts of the plant. Except for phloem fibers, phloem cells are living cells.
Nehemiah grew 1641 to 1712 was a practicing physician and worked as the secretary of the Royal Society in London. He began his work on the study of internal structure of the plants in the year 1664. Grew's fundamental inference was every plant organ consists of two types of organical parts. One is pithy and other is ligneous part. Grew gave the term parenchyma for the pithy part. Grew intended the study of tissues histology in a plant bodies and published his work as the book Anatomy of Plants in the year 1682. Students, plant tissue chapter is closed and we write worksheets and learn questions and answers. Send in WhatsApp group. I explain to some questions. First one, define the terms. Tissue, meristematic tissue, thermal tissue. Second question, bark cells are into gases and water. What experiment will you perform to prove this? Third question, collect information about thermal tissue of plants. In what way they help them? Fourth one, draw the diagram of the stem. Fifth question, describe the functions of meristem, xylem and phloem.